gift in the low fit, 104 fit. Gold rings on my whole fist, don't trip. Homie, I never hold the short stick. Fire skull in the river, go swim. Still on the road like a motorist. This isn't nothing to cope with.
This is Lord Scope, aka the Newport Lord, aka Jeff Hardy, aka Derelict Jeter, aka Skirt Cobain, from Washington Heights, New York City, uptown shit. I'm a rapper, I dabble in some other things, but I would describe my music to someone who never heard it as, something groovy, feel good, I don't want to make people think too hard about nothing, just, something I kick back to and enjoy yourself. You might hear something that makes you laugh. You might hear something that makes you cry. But, just good vibes all around. Definitely a primary inspiration of mine is growing up in New York and just, experiencing life around me, from a kid to now and, entering my adulthood and figuring out everything on how that works, especially, just because I grew up here doing a lot of wild stuff. So, it's been an adjustment, and it's a good adjustment because I'm living my dream, but it's also adjustments are being made, and I'm learning about myself, about the industry, about the world, about people, music or not. And, I think it's cool because I'm really just trying to the thing that's exciting to me is I feel like my listeners growing with me, 10 years from now, I'm gonna be in a completely different space. So I'm gonna be talking about completely different things. And, there's gonna be an era of scope music for whatever's going on. I made music before anybody knew who I was and was just talking about what I was doing then. And there's gonna be a time where I'm probably trying to write my 16s on a movie set, and, that's what it's gonna be. But it's always, I'm gonna just keep it in my ballpark, whatever's going on in my life. There'll be people out there who relate, see eye to eye with it. It's a beautiful thing. What do I do to stay inspired? Not enough. I love watching cartoons and wrestling and old movies, hanging with my friends, creating memories. And I feel like you gotta kind of look at the world like it's your reference point, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta kind of take what moves you from different areas of stuff, you know what I'm saying? You can't all pull it from one place. And you kind of got to make your own, gumbo of shit, you know what I mean? And your own interests. And I always say, it's important to do things that I could rap about, I'll go buy that fucking $600 dinner because now I could rap about having a $600 dinner and nobody can tell me I can't rap about that, I want to go do things because it gives you that fuel to go take it further, So really, all types of stuff, really just, I'm inspired by what goes on in my life, so hopefully I just keep living, so that'll keep me inspired. I feel like my upbringing and my culture have, influenced my perspective a lot. Growing up in New York, just a few miles away from where hip hop was created is definitely a blessing, because there's kids in Iowa who can only imagine stepping on the streets that I've stepped in, and all types of shit like that. And my mom is a very smart woman. She's a teacher, so she taught me a lot just about, how to approach life and, how to be a good person. I definitely pride myself on being a good person and trying to just bring good energy with me everywhere I go. So, definitely, especially as we're seeing the world around us kind of go to shit, I think it's still important to bring your best self into every room and approach it and work hard. And, that's definitely something I've learned just, both through my mom and just through being around hardworking people all around, whether it's a legal job or an illegal job, everyone's getting to it. And, I think it's a blessing that I have a platform to represent my beliefs and, my background and, be a vessel for other people in the city and, express the general feeling, kind of give people a slice of life in a way that everybody could understand. At least, especially if you're from New York or a major city. It's a message that I want to share to the world. Be cool, bro. Motherfuckers is not cool anymore. Motherfuckers think being cool is not being cool. They think it's oh, I'm gonna go wear my $1,000 sweater that's unisex and stand in the corner and I'm gonna be the coolest. Like, nah, you're not fucking cool, bro. Like, you're kind of a loser, like, truthfully. Like, I could do all of those same things. I just do it, like, you dedicating your life to doing shit like that. And it's not doing nothing for you, you know? What's really cool is when you actually have an interest and a passion that you follow and you reach such a high level with that people start throwing those other opportunities at you, you know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people think that they can just walk up and play the part. You know, like, the only reason Playboy Cardi gets away with doing shit like that is because he's Playboy Cardi. You're not Playboy Cardi. You're not Frank Ocean. You can't fucking not drop a record for 6 years because nobody cares about you in the first place, you know? And you think people care about you, but nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about anything. That's another thing. Like, nobody cares at all. Like, everyone will die one day. No one will, like, nothing will matter, bro. Like, 200 years from now, if the world is still a thing, there will be no history of anybody in this room. Sadly, you know? Even if I become the greatest rapper of all time, 200 years from now, name an artist from 200 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, like, no one cares. No one cares at all. So the fact that people get so caught up in people caring about them right now is great. Because, yeah, you have that right now, but that's all you have. And you also only have your own perception of that because nobody actually cares. They care when, you know, it's time to post your fit pic or whatever, but nobody cares because we're all doing shit, you know what I'm saying? Even if you are, like, bro, like, it's so goofy because, like, you're either a part of this world and you think that the people in this bubble care, which, like, we do, but we don't because we care about our own shit. Or there's people who literally make billions of dollars, will never hear about us. Or there's motherfuckers who's working on Wall Street right now who don't give a fuck about Drake or Kendrick. I don't give a fuck, bro. That motherfuckers is wearing $1,000 dress shirts made out of Tasmanian wool and shit, bro. And don't listen to, they're not tapped in, bro. They're focused on making that money. You know, like, they don't care. And guess what? No one cares about them. Like, that's the thing. Like, they think, you know, it's whatever. I'm getting very, very, you know, deep into the point. But at the end of the day, be cool. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that you can bring to the world is be a good person. And, you know, hopefully you can make an impact. But at the end of the day, no one cares. So do with that what you will. Hopefully by the time this is out, my album will either be out or coming soon. But it'll be out March 28th, Piff, going on tour. You know what I'm saying? Major cities in the US, East Coast, West Coast. Coming to your town, we coming to your spot. Come show love, man. Keep running everything up and be a cool person. But if you don't care, that's fine too. You know what I'm saying? Live your life. It's been lit, man. Thanks for watching Offstage with Okayplayer. Once again, this is Lord Skull. I'll see y'all soon, man. Peace.